Every Friday night and Saturday night is a loose night of the week across the globe. I used to party. Well, basically I became religious. We learned through the Islamic texts and the Quran that the Muslims have to have a leader who controls the affairs of the Muslims and directs the Muslims. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was the one who announced his caliphate. He told me basically the opposite of what the media was propagating. He said to me, it's a legitimate Islamic state and it rules by the law of Allah, and it's obligatory on every Muslim to migrate. They smuggled us into Talabiyat. We were put in a house. I trusted them somehow. Being Muslim and they're Muslims, what do you want to do? Do you want to fight? I basically said to them, no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to fight. I don't think they took that too well. They made me watch cars, basically. No civilians come and steal parts from there. They do come and try to put pressure on you, but they can't force you to fight. They would say fighting is the better thing, jihad, you know, all the talk. And we just say it's just not my thing. I just came to live in the Islamic State. It's not a bad place. People are right here. Women are covered, no one's getting drunk on the road. No violence that I could see on the road. They said you have to go and do the training. First you do a Sharia course. It was very common to what I knew. They had some extreme views, like the suicide thing. After I finished, you have to go and do the military training. Jogging, learning how to use a Kalashnikov. They don't really teach you on like heavy weapons and tanks and all that stuff. It was just fitness, just to make sure you could run and everything else. So I started working in the hospital, and then the project came along to build the bottom level of the hospital, renovating, demolishing walls. This is when my views changed about Dawla. They came in and they said, we're going to stop the funding. We're not going to build this hospital anymore. And I just couldn't get my head around that. You'd hear about beheadings and all this stuff that's carrying on. And they would say, no, these guys are disbelievers, they committed war crimes, they were spies. I never seen it in the street. Basically, that's when my view changed, when these guys just wanted to corrupt it within. Mayadin was just like the start of the hardship, the hard way of living there. Food supplies got cut, bakeries are getting hit, they were getting bombed. The Syrian army said that they're going to wipe it off the map, and that's literally what they started doing. They started barrel bombing. It was out of hand. They were just doing shifts, one after the other, one after the other. I said, I'm going to get my family out of here. So I went and lived on the outskirts of Mayadin. We just kept on moving down the river. No family would survive by themselves there. No woman would live by herself. She wouldn't be able to live by herself from fear of everything you can think of. And Bahus, basically, there was a few times where they ceased fire and then they would start again. They would say there's only room for the injured to go out. The Islamic State would never come to tell you that the men could leave as well. That's like a big no-no. You're not allowed to leave. You have to stay and die here. You dig a hole in the floor. Literally, you go about 1.5 meters down, so you're covered. Bullets are flying across, and you're sitting there. They killed a lot of people, a lot of women and children. I remember seeing the burnt bodies. It was pretty horrific. I said, I don't care where I'm going. I don't care what's happening. I'm walking out now. The leaders betrayed the Muslims, and they never asked about the Muslims that were living in the Islamic State. They didn't show us that they cared. Don't believe that. Don't be stupid and ruin what you have for something that's not really there.